Yeah. And Rick's take, vibe maker. Open app, I ain't praying. I just laugh at the line they laying. All the models, numbers, charts. I just feel it in my heart, then I spray it. Big hit, that's a Hail Mary pick. They shook, I'm just calm with the click. Talk stats, they quote when they sermon. I'm scrolling for that Raw Street German. Dirty Dumb trying to slide in the squad. Bad karma, that boy too hard. Seen too many red cards, late bands. I don't let that touch my hands, but Wilson, man, that boy my cousin. Rain on his boots, let's start buzzing. Folding in the half space, ice cold face, 2 taps, whole rank start jumping. Yeah. I'm the king of the green area. Climbing up the ranks, off vibes, not hero. Check graphs, I just trust my marrow. Every risky pick, turn to gold, play the pharaoh. I'm the king of the green arrow. Hit that cap, whole league, go narrow. Chase trends, I'm ahead like tarot. D-unit crown on the app, that's factual. Group chat blowing, they panic. Crown on the blank, that's tragic. They blame some spreadsheet spirit. I blame that fear they inherit. I bench you, swear as a lock. I start the kid fresh off the block. While Wilson, they type in caps. Next day, they watch the brace on a recap. While folding, you ask too much. Light on his feet, got the velvet touch. Ghost in the box, appeared and vanished. That's real magic, they can't brandish. D-unit don't run from the smoke. I roll dice where your algo choke. You see risk, I see throne room doors. One right call, I'm 10 floors above yours. I'm the king of the green area. Climbing up the ranks, all vibes, not hero. Check graphs, I just trust my marrow. Every risky pick, turn to gold, play the pharaoh. I'm the king of the green area. Hit the cap, whole league, go narrow. You chase trends, I'm ahead like terror. D-unit crown on the app, that's factual.
Sometimes in life you can get good things, and then sometimes in life you get poor things, and then sometimes you get Dalot, and my God, do I not like Dalot anymore. I don't like him. He can hop in the bin. He can hop in the bin along with Michael Carrick for all I care. I am sick and tired of getting wound up. You know what the annoying thing was on the deadline stream? I didn't want to take out any Arsenal players because I knew the Arsenal players were bang, but there was a 5 million hole. And you know what? It's my own stupidity, because the only reason why that absolute idiot was even in my team to begin with was because of the fact I thought it was quite funny putting him in my game week team selection. I just forgot to take him out before the deadline stream, and then obviously Konza became an Arsenal player, and the rest is history, and I'm stuck with Dalot sitting on the field, probably to come on for his historic 1-pointer and get me off to my first blank of the season. But you never know. Sometimes things happen for a reason. Maybe Dalot doesn't come onto the field and we get Vardio, and also the timer is up and away. Oh my God, I didn't realize I could just get a kick off straight off the gate there. Let's quickly get the timer on, and we are up and away. Obviously, the big news here is that Dalot is not in the starting lineup. That's the main thing to note here. I also need to find out where the hell my, hold on, I need to, hello chat, by the way, as well. We are officially, the live watch on has officially started. Why can't I hear that? Aha, here we go. All right, for what it's worth, I predicted a Hull 1-0 win. So I'll be interested to see. I thought we were wearing blue today, by the way, which is why I put a blue shirt on. I did not realize it would be in the grey, which is a little bit disappointing. Also, I kind of got a nightmare doing the electronics. Yeah, the comeback season, man. I mean, I'm pretty happy with the way things are going. 31 points, well, now 32 with a blank on the field as things stand. That's pretty good. Like, that's why I didn't want to take Odegaard out. It's also why I didn't want to take Ben White out. And I feel like that has been vindicated. I just didn't believe that Michael Carrick would be on a different planet to what I am, and think that potentially playing Mazraoui over Dalot was an intelligent idea. But hey, maybe he knows better. I don't know. But I mean, Mazraoui's just played a ridiculous ball to Mbeumo, and it's gone absolutely nowhere, so that's not a surprise as well. Brian Mbeumo, for what it's worth, in case anyone was wondering, does look like he's starting off to the right. It does look like it's Cunha through the middle, and it is definitely looking like Patrick Dorgu is playing off the left. So in case anyone was wondering how they were lining up, that's what it looks like. It's Santos and I'm making his full debut along with Tielemans in midfield. Mainoo's on the bench. And also Bruno Fernandes, as we all know, he's in the number 10 role here. He's obviously missed four of his last seven penalties. So I'm interested to see if they get one today, whether he takes it or maybe he gives it over to Brian Mbeumo. All right, I'm going to make my way through some of the chat that's in there. Simon, I hope you enjoy the game, mate. 1 point cameo, hopefully. You know what? I was going to put a tenner on Dalot coming off the bench and getting an attacking return. But I feel like Harvey is going to owe me a tenner because he talked me out of it. So if Dalot does do that, Harvey owes me a £10 bet, I reckon. I think that's pretty fair. It was going so well for me. The future number one, you better believe it, baby. Mate, that Odegaard pick was delicious. Like, so many people didn't go there. I agree. McBurney, for what it's worth, I want to know, anyone out there in the chat, let me know, if you are on Bench Boost Game Week 2, what the hell you intend on doing? Because, I tell you what, Coventry, I mean, I looked at the stats after the game, and it wasn't like Arsenal looked like they dominated the stats, but they dominated that game. Like, Coventry were god-awful. And I feel like Arsenal took their foot off the gas at halftime. It definitely felt like that. Yeah, I need the clean sheet gone. Dalot's on the bench. Yeah, I mean, you know what? I reckon Hull winning 1-0 today is not outside the realms of possibility, because the reason why I say this, why I didn't understand why Dalot's not in the starting lineup, was almost a half chance there for Bruno Fernandes to get on it, but couldn't quite get there. My main issue with the lineup today is you've got Luke Shaw, who just is not, I mean, he can't run up and down anymore, because if he runs up and down for half a game, he's going to be cooked and he's going to be injured. So that's no good for him. But then you've also got the prospect of, you know, hold on, actually, I just got to quickly check something. Oh, good, I turned the desktop audio off. I was like, what am I doing here? Yeah, the other issue I've got is that potentially Mazraoui doesn't attack. Like, he's a really bad fullback when he goes forward. So, like, part of me is like going, why are we starting with two limited fullbacks against a team who everyone expects to finish 20th? You would think of any game where, like, you'd play Dalot over those two absolute fraudulent fullbacks, this would be the game. But it's not the game because he's not starting. I mean, this is Michael Carrick ball, man. This is like, you know, there's no patterns of play. It's all hope for the moments. And look at that Aiden Heaven running behind here. Hull, Harrington looking to skip inside. Now it's down the right side. Luke Shaw tries to get across. It's almost into McBurney. A defensive header there by, I think it was Mazraoui at the back stick. Maybe that's why Mazraoui's in, because Dalot's no good at defending the back stick. But either way, Hull with a very good looking opening there. McBurney almost getting on the end of it. And I tell you what, that was the 1-0 ready to happen right there. Unbelievable. Yeah, no, Ahmad picked up a knock apparently, or some sort of small issue. Every time Michael Carrick says it's a small issue, it's always a long issue. Like, the lit was meant to be a small issue last year, ended up missing 6 months. So, yeah, thanks to Dalot. I hope Hull score. Yeah, same, I hope Hull score as well. Yes, it's been a great start. Outside of Dalot, great start. Yeah, I'm excited as well. Hull 1-0, go back to bed, mate. I know, legit. This is a great time. It's actually on at 7:30 at night for us, so perfect timing. I tell you what, I think Hull are going to score in this game. I've seen enough first 5 minutes. I think it's inevitable. Yes, as Colm said, please smash a like on the thing. Bruno's essentially playing as a second striker. Yes, that is correct. Mazraoui looks like Mbeumo. I know, it's really frustrating. It's hard to tell who's who out there. I don't know if it's Mbeumo or Mazraoui, and they're both playing on the same bloody side. You know what? I think Jack, I don't know if Jack's watching or not, but Jack said in the WhatsApp chat earlier that essentially, why do I keep getting notifications coming up on my computer? What's going on here? Turn this rubbish off. My link to Windows on. All my phone notifications are coming through the computer. I'm like, shut up. I'm watching a game here. I'm also trying to live stream. He said before, Mazraoui for Morocco played at left back. Looks so much better at left back. I'm like, yeah, I could get on board with playing Mazraoui at left back and Dalot at right back, but hey, Michael Carrick knows best. Carrick at the wheel. Wow, that guy got crunched. Is that Tielemans that got crunched or Santos? That was Tielemans. Tielemans doing well there, winning a foul in the middle of the ground. Crooks, who's in Nightmare's team. Still not sure why Crooks is in Nightmare's team, but he is. Giving away the foul there on Tielemans and United take over the ball. I mean, the thing is, it's like every time we shifted out to the left and right, Luke Shaw doesn't run. So he's an automatic first line of thought is to come back inside and pass the ball backwards. He's literally done that 4 times in the last 6 minutes. And when you go over to the right-hand side, Mazraoui's just standing there. Like, he doesn't get forward. Like, whereas Dalot, like, I don't know if anyone's watching the game, but when Mbeumo is right now, Dalot be running past him. Mazraoui's just sitting there waiting 10 metres back the other way, waiting for the ball. And Hull is sitting deep. We're not going to break down a team playing this way or this type of football if they just keep on doing that kind of crap for 90 minutes. I've got Mbeumo captain, like it. I need to try and organise a watch along for the later ones. I haven't had much free time today because I slept in and I went to football. Then I was trying to work out my team for tomorrow in the winner takes all, top of the league. We win tomorrow, we win the league essentially. So we need to make sure we win. But I intend on doing that. I'm probably going to try and do that during halftime. So if I look a little busy at halftime, it's because of the fact I'm actively working on it. Also, the Dota 2 TI upper bracket finals is on at the same time, so I'm heavily distracted. But hopefully we'll be sweet. Also, FYI, touch wood, the internet has been pretty sick since the beginning of the season. You know what? The Starlink satellite dish got blown off the roof, like in a storm, like maybe 2 weeks ago or whatever. And I messaged Grok, the assistant. Grok is used by Starlink because it's SpaceX and it's owned by Elon Musk. I tell you what, that looks like a dodgy challenge by Maguire. No, it's not. He's got away with one there, and the referee doesn't think that's a foul at all. Either way, I thought that was a foul, but it's play on. And yeah, so the dish blew off the roof, and I thought that it wouldn't work. Like, I had no internet for 24 hours. I got on the Grok assistant. Grok said that my modem was cooked, and I was like, how? The modem didn't fall off the roof. It was the satellite dish. And they're like, no, we're sending out a new modem. So I was like, okay, fair enough. I'll take the new modem, but I'm sure it's the dish that's cooked, not the modem. And then it came back, and it turned out, I tell you what, that's a foul by Maguire. That's a yellow card, I reckon, but he's got away with one there. Yeah, so I came back home 24 hours later, and all of a sudden the internet was working. I was like, okay, so I set the dish up in the middle of the lawn. So instead of on the roof, it's in the middle of the lawn looking up at the sky. And since then, unbelievably, we've had no internet issues. That makes no sense to me, but long may it continue. Should have solved that fraud, sure, 5 years ago. Exactly. Good luck for Tory. Thank you very much, P. Macca. I think Rashford will come on a lot. I think Rashford, for what it's worth, there was a reason why I had Rashford in that draft. Like, if Ahmad's out, injured, right? So that means that Mbeumo's on the right. Then it's like literally you've got Dorgu, Cunha, Rashford for like literally at the moment 2 positions, because it doesn't like Šeško's fit enough for probably more than 20 minutes as well. Did Šeško start on the bench? I didn't actually bother checking the lineup. For what it's worth, Harrington, one of the latest Australian into the Premier League, is starting for Hull tonight. He's meant to be very young. I think he's like 18, 19 years old. Meant to be a bit of a talent. I'm yet to see it myself, but we'll see. Yeah, that looked like a yellow card. Exactly what Dan said. Maguire Red it would be absolutely hilarious. Hull signed for Maguire for 2.5 mil back in the day, and we signed him for 80 mil. That's a push by Luke Shaw. It's got to be a free kick, surely. I tell you what, I feel, wow, how have we got away with that? He literally pushed him in the back. That's got to be a foul. Anyway, it's not. It's a goal kick for Man United. Happy days. Luke Shaw and Maguire getting away with some pretty poor defending, to be honest, in the first 10 minutes here. Ammon worked. Chelsea. Cheers, dude. For my pleasure, Rob, as always. I'm really hoping Mbeumo and Bruno do badly today. Yeah, I'm kind of hoping Bruno does nothing. I tell you, as I said, I just don't understand. Like, you're playing Hull. This is meant to be one of the worst teams in the league, and you're playing the most 2 defensive fullbacks we've got. I don't understand. Like, that's why I was pretty confident picking Dalot to begin with. I was like, this dude has to start. We're playing 2 promoted teams. You're not going to sit there and play 2 defensive-minded fullbacks. But apparently I don't know anything, and apparently Michael Carrick does. That's probably the best way of describing it. It's good to see Aiden Heaven getting a game, though. I'm excited to see him. I think he's going to be a top-quality centre-back, and he's started to learn that pass like the pass through the lines, if that makes sense. It's a bit like what Martinez... That's why Martinez is good, because he's got that ability to play the ball into the midfield and kind of start attacks from the back. Heaven's definitely picked it up. You can see it a bit in preseason. He played a nice ball then forward as well. Unfortunately, it didn't amount to anything. Possession stats early doors, 65% to Man United, 35% to Hull. That's courtesy of Microsoft Surface. I don't know why I said that. I didn't get paid by Microsoft to say that. Maybe they can send me a tenner tomorrow. I know, Dalot not playing. Tell me about it. Very frustrating. Very frustrating. He's on the bench. He's guaranteed to come on, and tell you what, if they haven't scored by half time, I dare say we'll probably see him early in the second half because, as I said, Mazraoui doesn't go forward, Luke Shaw doesn't go forward, and the longer this game goes on, the more the pressure will be on for Man United to attack and try and score a goal because you're playing a promoted team. You can play like 6 times. Mate, you know what the annoying thing is? I don't even like Dalot. Like, I don't even know why I picked him. I would have sold him, but I couldn't because I had 4 Arsenal players in my team and it meant I had to take an Arsenal player out. If I was Brian Mbeumo, Mbeumo shot. I mean, Luke Shaw, one of the most hopeful balls you've ever seen. How it got to Brian Mbeumo, I don't know. But he forces a good save out of the whole goalkeeper and then some sloppy control there from Tielemans, who's found by Bruno Fernandes, and it all rolls home harmlessly out for a goal kick. I mean, that ball in from Shaw was so hopeful. The whole player just let it go. Instead of heading the ball, he just let it go. And it fell straight to Brian Mbeumo. He hit it beautifully on the volley. And some unorthodox goalkeeping there keeps it from being Man United 1-0. Wow. All the Luke Shaw pickers got a little bit excited then. I mean, the whole bloke tried to get you an assist there, let's be fair. Big 90-minute man. Well, yeah, Dalot's normally 90-minute man, but he's not. He's not today anyway. God, that was close. That was close to 1-0. I mean, that came from nowhere. That just literally came from defensive error more than anything else. Dalot is like an ex you keep going back to for a different outcome and just expecting the same crap and you know it's going to end badly, but you're just tempted and teased by it regardless. And you're like, oh, this will be good for another night. And then it's just not. All right, Mazraoui on the ball. Mate, can he produce the ball? He plays it forward. Oh, Bruno Fernandes. Oh, no, it was Cunha. Sorry. First Kamara moment of the Chris Kamara moment of the season. I thought that was Bruno Fernandes, but it was actually Cunha. Cunha, very nice turn there. I mean, was he onside? Yeah, he was onside. Takes it beautifully. Unfortunately, can't get his shot with any real venom there, and it's harmlessly straight at the goalkeeper. I could see a Shaw Maz assist. Yeah, it could happen. Oh, McBurney! Far out, McBurney almost scores and Lamons is forced into a save. And guess what? It came down Mazraoui's side, nowhere to be seen. Can't get a block onto that shot. Onto the cross. And McBurney rises well above 8 in heaven and gets a good header down, but unfortunately Lamons is equal to it. Yeah, exactly. Dalot is always the one, he's so attacking it. But yeah, I did say Hull 1-0, strong possibility. I wouldn't be surprised if McBurney scores. If United wins the league, whole team gets a United Maz. Look, I like it. I know it's so annoying. They've literally both got a beard and they're both bald. It's like maybe they decided we're going to be the right-hand side. No one's going to know who's who, and they're just going to get confused about who they're chasing. Yeah, McBurney, man. Legit. Couldn't agree more. Good morning, Kevin. They are going to get quality. I mean, they already look a hell of a lot better than Coventry did last night. But then again, that wasn't hard. I mean, it's a Frank Lampard team. Frank Lampard teams historically just don't defend well. And they didn't. All right, Le Mans takes a little bit of time there. Gets the show back up and running. Also, I don't know what's going on with these ads. I turn these ads off and they keep on bloody coming up. I don't know what's going on here. I apologize. I'll try and fix it for the next one. I'm not sure why they're coming up. I literally turned them to like half time. So at 45 minutes, they should come on. I don't know why they're coming on in the 20th minute, 16th minute. Something's gone wrong there. Unless it's like I don't know. Maybe it's just me that's seeing it. Oh, Mazraoui, horrible touch. He's just gone straight past. It's on the right. It's on the left. It's across. It's another save by Le Mans. Oh, Mazraoui's getting torn apart. Yeah, I'm going to try and fix them. I don't know what's going on with those ads. I'll look into that at halftime. Actually, I'll look into that now. They shouldn't be coming up. I literally turned them off. I turned them to manual and then turned them off. Maybe YouTube changed the settings. Hold on. On. Oh, I don't want scheduled. I want manual. Turn that off. All right. Oh, no, scored. There it goes. The clean sheet in the bin. And I told you what happened. I told you what happened. That's why Shaw is no good. Why Maguire is no good. And it's just, I'm glad Dalot's on the bench. I'm glad Dalot's on the bench. He hasn't conceded. Maybe he'll stay on the bench. Unbelievable. I mean, whoever's gone for bench boost game week 2, you're in trouble if you've got loaded up on Coventry. Oh, typical Man United. I said this would happen. These are the games we suck in. It's not a McBurney goal. I'm pretty sure it's an assist for McBurney and someone else tapped it in. But it's shocking defending as usual. We're rubbish off corners. Absolutely asleep. Lamons tries his best. Unfortunately, the man marking here is just sloppy. There's a handball there from Tielemans as well. That looked like a penalty, to be honest, but it doesn't matter because it's gone in anyway, and it's 1-0 to Hull. I said people didn't believe me when I said Man United suck in these games. I know. I've followed this team for a long time. These are the kind of games we suck in. Unbelievable. Yeah, I know. That's why I wanted to get Dalot out. I was like, I knew that I wanted to get him out before that stream started. I just didn't realize Conzo had already been turned into an Arsenal player. Really? I mean, the good news is Dalot will probably be playing next game, so it might not be the worst thing that happens in the world. Let's update that score, eh? That's unbelievable. I actually can't believe that. Oh my God, what have I done there? Sorry, I know what's going on here. Transform, stretch the screen. That shouldn't have happened. Why has that happened? Lock that. Lock that. All right, there we go. Sorry, 1-0. I don't know what happened there. That was weird. I pressed a different button and it did some weird stuff. All right, Man United down the right side. And Mbeumo into the box. No, it's not. It's Masraoui into the box. It's on the follow-up. It's hit, hopefully, but it's done no danger. And the Hull goalkeeper will, get that up. Proud of actually watching football versus a spreadsheet. You better believe it, Dan. Hey, the centre-back. Yeah, there you go. Who was centre-back with Maguire? It's Maguire and Aiden Heaven. Whoever asked that. Le Mans with 4 saves already. I know. That's what I said. I was like, I never understood the Le Mans pick. Like, yes, he's going to get save points because we are horrendous at defending. Like during preseason, we kept 1 clean sheet all preseason. And that was against the Farmers that literally played their second thing. Sorry, I don't know what happened with my stream overlay then. I hadn't locked it, and when I changed the graphic to update the score, it did some weird stuff. Look at that. Hull already 3 shots to Man United's 3. United, we don't do things the easy way, do we? At all. RT skills and preseason form, you better believe it. Game week 1 wildcard, love it. You've all been warned, counting yet. Yeah, not interested in that. Save your DC chat for someone else. All I will accept, any DC chat has to be +2. Oh my God, where are 6s and 7s at the back here? Another chance here for Hull at the far right of the box, and unfortunately he's blazed that one over the bar for the Hull fans. But I tell you what, they're up and about. Man United already crumbling early doors. Nightmare on the streaming duties. Yeah, I might turn myself off in a minute. Should have played Bobby over Maguire. Martinez and Dalot on the bench. What's Carrick's thinking? I honestly don't know, man. I don't get it. I got lemons too, yeah. I look at this team and I just look and I'm like going, there's no attack. Like, there's nowhere to go. It's like a bunch of individuals out there because Cunha likes doing things himself. There's no overlap run from Luke Shaw. You go over to the right-hand side, there's no overlap run from Mazraoui. And I'm like, what was the thinking behind the starting lineup? I just don't get it. But I'm glad because Dalot hasn't conceded. So, and if it stays 1-0, he's probably still going to come on because he's going to be more attacking, isn't he? So you never know. Maybe I was right. Maybe he'll come off the bench and get an attacking return and we'll be sitting there going, I'm a genius. I'm probably not. Oh, Man United. You know what? Part of me yesterday was like, I should just take every Man United player out of my team. And yet here I am starting the season with two of them. It's a recipe for pain. Play the whistle. I've definitely seen enough. It's bad. I legit, and this is what it came back to. I was like, I can't believe that people are thinking about bench boost game week 2. Oh, and Mbeumo, nice ball in. Dorgu goes up and he makes contact with the goalkeeper and the foul's given to Hull. Yeah, McBurney would have got the assist, yes. Probably not. D, quit dreaming. One less point for Bruno F. Captainers. Yes, if that is correct. We signed from 3 overhaul last season, midfield overhaul this season. It's basically our next transfer is finally. The thing is that I don't understand the defense, right? Because I think Harry Amass is actually a pretty good left back. I don't understand why he's not playing. Every time I've seen him play in preseason, I'm like, why is he not getting into the first team? Like, because Luke Shaw's, like, he's just a has-been. Let's be fair here. And then on the right-hand side, like, you just play the attacking fullback because we can't defend anyway, so why are we wasting time? And you've got Lenny Yoro, right? Like, Harry Maguire is 33 years old. He's got no potential left in him. He's already on the decline. We all know this. And why not just, you know what? It might be painful. Yoro might make mistakes because he's like 19, 20 years old. But, like, put him in the team and leave him there. Like, he is the future. Why are we persisting? I mean, I still don't understand why we gave Harry Maguire another season. I don't get me wrong, I think he's a good servant, but if we gave him another year on his contract so he could start every game, Michael Carrick is an idiot. Like, no joke, he is an idiot. If that was the reasoning why we gave him a contract so we can start Harry Maguire over the future, it makes no sense to me. Literally, you're only blocking the potential of, we don't even know if he's any good, like, because he didn't play much last season. And if we don't start playing him now, we'll never know if he's any good. And we wasted so much money on him. Put him in the team and see what he's got. If he's no good, then you can get rid of him. Otherwise, he's never going to develop if he's sitting on the bench every week. I swap Pickford for Le Mans, however you say his stupid name. I don't even know who's got the ball. It's either Masraoui or Mbeumo, but one's passed to the other. I think Masraoui's in red boots. And Mbeumo's in the other one. Yes, and Mbeumo's in the non-red boots. Masraoui's in the red boots. Could have signed Konsa. Ten Hag in. Yeah, bring him in. Everyone loves a bit of Ten Hag ball. Oh, here we go. Ball over the top. Dorgu trying to turn. Gets a shot away, unfortunately. Hooks it too far, and it's gone out for yet another goal kick. Yeah, Casemiro's definitely already missed. I agree. You know what the thing is they refused to spend the money on Mateus Fernandes. It was really interesting, right? So I was listening to David Ornstein on the BBC pre-game show beforehand, and it was so funny. So the missus were sitting there, right, and they had those questions that they were asking, like Ornstein, Hargraves, and that lady. I can't remember the lady's name. Someone who's won 4 WSL titles or whatever it is. Either way. So they were all in there. And then they all got asked the question, who do you think will finish first? And everyone goes Arsenal. You know, that makes a lot of sense because they've strengthened really well. Their team was already really good and they keep a lot of clean sheets. Then they were asked, who do you think's going to be the next one? And the other two, so Hargraves and that lady, said Man City. And I said, remember I did my preview of all 20 teams. I reckon Chelsea will finish second because they're not in Europe. And I think one game a week with the squad they've got and the manager they've got now, they're going to be really good. David Ornstein said the exact same thing. Literally said the exact same thing. And then also they talked about who's had the best transfer signing of the summer. And I think two of them said the same thing. I can't remember who it was. Someone I was like, okay, fair. And then I actually thought Mateus Fernandes might actually be the best one for Spurs. And I think Man United will regret not paying the asking price. Because I feel like at his age and what he did for West Ham last year, like, he was really good. He just unfortunately was surrounded by a bunch of flogs, which is why they went down. But he offers everything that I think we actually needed in that spot. You could have played Mateus Fernandes with Kobbie Mainoo. You can't play Kobbie Mainoo with Tielemans. Like, that's just a fact. They're both slow. And you're going to get completely walked through, which means that at the moment, apparently Carlos Balibas done as well. Why the hell we've signed that idiot, I've got no idea. So literally we've signed the worst midfield targets available we have signed. I think Tielemans is a good signing, but not someone you want starting every week. And we've signed a Chelsea reserve. as our Casemiro replacement, and that just feels bad. Feels good for Chelsea. I mean, they made 50 mil out of us yet again. Hopefully he's not as injury prone as Mount. We'll be happy. Got duped by the cartel. They did. Amas played for Sheffield Wednesday, my club. Yeah, exactly. I just don't understand why he's not getting a look in. You know, it's they're lacking that true ball winning. Exactly, Man U. I know, Kanji. It's, yeah. I said 1-0 Hull. And people were saying, you're an idiot. I was like, no, I know this team. I've followed Man United. I've watched every game for like since I was 14 years old. I know this team backwards, and I'm telling you, this is the kind of game we lose 1-0. And at the moment, I've got to lie, I've watched 27 and a half minutes here, and there's nothing to make me think any otherwise that this could, very well could be a 1-0 to Hull win, which is criminal. You shouldn't be able to say that, but yeah, idiot. Yeah, the Santos transfer never made sense to me. Yeah, no, they talked all summer, all last season. The paper was like, oh, Elliot Anderson, that's who we're going to go in for. We're going to spend all in for Elliot Anderson. Came to the summer, did they even bother spending? No, he's overpriced. Mateus Fernandes walking away from the deal, too expensive. Tonali, too expensive. Bruno G, too expensive. You know what? 65 million for Baleba? Yep, that's the asking price. Let's pay that. Stupidity. We're literally owned by a bunch of clowns. Oh, Maguire with a ball in. Oh, that should have been 1-1. Dorgu coming into the back stick and just can't make the desired contact to turn it home. But that was it was a hopeful ball in from Harry Slabab Maguire, and it finds its way again towards the back stick, and Dorgu just really should have done better. He's kind of worried out of it, to be honest. It falls beautifully for him. He just fails to put it away. Oh, you better believe it, Kunji. Whichever game since you're 40 is a miserable life. How you still? Well, they were pretty good the first 10 years or so I was supporting them, and then it's been very lean pickings the last, well, it feels like forever now. I think the last 14 years, very slim pickings. Santos, Dog, and Mbeumo have been looking sharpest in this game. Yep, we'll score. Rashford will come on 60 minutes to save a day. Yeah, send Elliot Anderson price. Yeah, I know. Oh, it just hurts reading that. And then we spend the Elliot Anderson money on Santos and Baleba. I'd rather the one player and not those two. God, that's poor. I believe if Gakpo and Marmoush go to Spurs, mate, if Gakpo, Marmoush, and Savinho all go to Spurs, they're finishing top 3. Don't worry about top 5. One game a week, they're going to be sweet. They won't be relying on the idiots like Dominic 0 point never show up Solanke to do anything anymore. They'll be sweet. They'll be happy days. Don't understand it as a 4th mid. Yeah, 4th mid, no problem. But like, if he's starting every week, I don't like the move. Sheshko's apparently not quite fit enough to be starting this game, I believe. You're against Man United, Digby. Yeah, I know. I know what we're like, man. This happens every time we make the Champions League. Instead of the club owners going, you know what, let's push on. They're like, no, we're back in the Champions League. We can pay off the transfers from last summer that got us back into the Champions League. We're only good. We're like Newcastle United. We're good when we're not in Europe. We're in Europe and we're rubbish. That's the best way of describing it. Yeah, I mean, there'll be halftime changes you would have thought based off what I've seen so far. Dodging Man United D seems to be a meme. Yeah, I know. That's why I didn't want to spend up on Bruno, because I was like, you know what? The fixtures look delicious, right? We've got Hull away and then Ipswich at home, but like, you're not factoring in that Man United are historically rubbish against these sort of teams. Dorgu turning edge of the box into Cunha, cleared away. Someone's been hacked down there, claiming a foul. Santos claiming a foul anyway. It's down to Mbeumo, and Mbeumo chucks a ball into the box. It's headed by Hull. I think it would have been an own goal, and it's straight at the goalkeeper. Goalkeeper holds onto it. I tell you what, the Hull goalkeeper looks a bit funny. He's in like those, those long legging type things. I think when goalkeepers wear that, they're normally incompetent goalkeepers, but he's done a pretty good job so far. By the way, has anyone seen Bruno Fernandes in this game? I've barely seen him touch the ball. I just feel like he's getting completely bypassed in this game. I don't know what's going on out there. And Ben Maguire off, yep. Yeah, he didn't. I mean, you're not going to get many chances behind Caicedo and all that, are you? All the Dominic said before, maybe, yeah. Literally reading games so wrong always at the start of the season. Yep. I'm 20 quid short from buying United. Who is in? Mate, we're on. Rashford looks depressed like the same man. Yeah, exactly. Brian likes holding out for big money. They do. Long Johns. Yeah, the Long Johns, man. It's just not a good look, is it? It's just a filthy looking look. Liverpool having a bit of 50 mil turned down from Brighton for Minte. He's injured. Surprises me. Yeah, that I thought that was a bit weird, to be honest. Pulling stinkers. Yeah, I mean, Dorgu is. I feel like Mbeumo's actually put a couple of decent balls into the box, and the shot that he had on the volley was pretty nice. Now Luke Shaw going down the outside, and he plays it back in. Dorgu running into the box. Loses the ball. Hull clear the danger. Back out to Luke Shaw, who then, of course, inevitably plays it all the way back to heaven. Santos is basically Fred 2.0. God, that is depressing. That's actually soul-crushing reading stuff like that. Keep sensing those headers and Hull keep winning those duels. They should challenge straight to the box and shoot them. Yeah, I agree. Bruno thinks he's playing with Portugal still. You know, you can go back in for Evan Ferguson now. Evan Ferguson, when was the last time that man was fit? I mean, he fit right in. Man United likes signing players that just aren't fit. Or can't stay fit, more to the point. Brian Mbeumo down the right-hand side again. Again, Mazraoui offering nothing. He's just standing there waiting for the pass back. No forward running at all. Now Hull win the ball back, and surely that's a foul, and it is. Hull win the ball in the centre of the pitch. So everyone except Dorgu. Where are all the leaders in the side? They don't exist, Colm. That's the problem. I could have. I mean, the problem is I would have, but I had Konza and I had 4 Arsenal. I didn't want to move the 4th Arsenal out because I feel like over the next coming weeks, I'm not going to use Dalot anymore. I'm just going to bench him. And I don't really want to make a transfer. So part of me was like, if I could have 4 Arsenal players until I end up with lots of issues, I think I'm okay with that. So I think that's probably what I'm going to do. And because Dalot's so low owned, I'm not going to have to worry about his price dropping. So I'm just going to leave him there. Like that's the plan until I decide that I want to move off the Arsenal players. Mark Goldbridge gained 112k viewers after United scored, and his whole chat was just spamming, you got to win the title, yeah. Oh, that's gold. People love it. They wanted to see his reaction. I mean, it was horrible defending. Horrible defending. Oh, it's a good ball out here to Mbeumo on the right-hand side. He gets his head up. Again, there's not many people to aim for in the box. There is Cunha, the only one there. He aims for him, can't find him. Now it's Tielemans, edge of the box. Still have no idea where Bruno Fernandes is. Luke Shaw now. Round on Mbeumo, who goes for a spectacular. But sadly, it's straight into a Hull defender. He made really good contact there with a bicycle kick. Unfortunately, it was straight into the Hull defender's back and out for a corner. I kiss my ash. I like it. Did Dorgu get booked? I didn't even see the booking. Okay, yeah, I wasn't paying attention. I was reading the chat when that happened. Here we go. Harry Maguire's 4th. This is why people bought him in, right? Brian Mbeumo with the corner. From the left-hand side. Well, sorry, the right-hand side for everyone watching on TV. It's a decent ball in. Maguire's there. The goalkeeper comes and he claims, and that's all a bit too easy. No pressure there on the goalkeeper whatsoever, and it's a quite comfortable catch. I think there'll be a few, G. I think there'll be a few. And here we go. Hull again on the attack. Who, in fairness, have not looked out of place in the first 36 minutes here. Yeah, long balls are just not working. I mean, this is the problem. That's all they've got because they have no build-up play because they've got Luke Shaw and Mazraoui. Another ball in. Maguire heads it clear. Hull pick it up on the edge of the box. Crooks feeds it out to someone who goes out to the left-hand side. Another ball whipped in. McBurney. Maguire heads it away again. Hull asking some more questions. Oh, and then I tell you what, Tielemans just gets nutmegged and gives away a foul. I mean, that kind of sums up Man United's first 36 minutes here. Not at the races. Stamping challenge. Oh, yeah, got to say I'm decently happy with Slater's performance. Yeah, he's doing all right. Clearly, the players are transfer out JP Hull and McBurney, 100%. load up against Coventry next week. McBurney looks like a pretty good shout, I reckon. And Mbeumo can't have a normal shot. Yeah, I know. He does the spectacular. It's like one of them players that it does better with the harder the shot is. And the easier ones are the struggle. Hull actually, yeah, Hull actually don't look bad. Yeah, I think the problem is that, yeah. Oh my God. Is that a Luke Shaw in goal? Is that guy just scored a brace? Well, I'm glad Dalot's not on. Dalot's not on. I'm actually gaining points out of this. Oh, Man United, this is unbelievable. What a start to the season. They're getting rocked. Getting absolutely rocked. Harry Maguire. This is what I said. Why are we playing these guys that can't improve? 33-year-old Harry Maguire. What are they doing? Who's manning him up? Who's marking him? Who's marking him? I just don't get it. Harry Maguire's trying to cuddle McBurney. I think it's Mazraoui. Mazraoui's man has just leaped up and scored. I mean, that just confirms what I already knew. Why is Mazraoui starting? Michael Carrick out. Sack him already. He's got no idea what he's doing. No clues what he's doing. He needs sacking. I've seen enough. I've seen enough. God. How are we 2-0 down to Hull? This is unbelievable. I should have put money on Hull. I should have put money on Hull winning the game. I was going to put a tenner on Hull winning, just because I know what this team is like. We're so bad. We suck against promoted teams. Oh, I knew it. I knew it. I just chose to ignore it. We're crap. We're actually crap. What a crap football team. Oh, man. Oh, leave Dalot on the bench. Leave Dalot on the bench. I know. I had the perfect read on it. How big these satellite data. Goldbridge, he's got to love it. I mean, this has just been pathetic. We can't defend. We actually can't defend. This team has actually got some of the worst defense you've ever seen. Oh, I mean, Mbeumo's just been taken out. Bruno's got no one to pass it to. Plays it to Cunha. And this is what I mean. The forward line, I said, with Cunha playing in the 9, there is no structure. And I was right. He just keeps on wandering to the 10 position, and then Dorgo ends up being the furthest forward, but he's not a forward. And then it just keeps on breaking down, which is why they then keep playing long balls out to Brian Mbeumo, and then he gets through, and there's no one there to kick it to. Useless. Yeah, oh man, 2-0. I think I've sorted the score, haven't I? 2-0. I updated that score. Yeah, I did. It says 2-0. Yeah, sweet. I was like, what? I swear I updated. I did. All good. I was sure. I was not confident. I said just Zach Carrick halftime saves doing it in December. I said Michael Carrick, one of my hot takes of the season, he'll be sacked before Christmas. He'll be sacked before Christmas. I'm telling you. They've not backed him at all. They've literally bought. I'm not going to lie. I've not been impressed by any of the signings they've actually made. I feel like if they'd made the Tielemans signing 4 years ago, it would have been that's a mint signing. Given his age, I'm like, why have we signed him? He's going to give us maybe 1 season, 2 seasons at a decent level, and that's about it. And then I look at Santos, unproven, could be good, could be crap. And then we're looking at getting Belieber, and Belieber literally was getting kept out by James Milner, the pensioner, last season in the Brighton team. Like, how is that a good signing? And why are we wasting 65 million on a player that couldn't get in the team above 40-year-old James Milner last season? I've got no idea which wise crackpot decided that was a good plan, but apparently it was. Crooks has just been booked for hell, no idea why. Mazraoui tries some sort of weird hybrid throw that looked like a medium throw rather than a long or a short, and it just went to no one. Had United finished 7th, no confidence in the squad. I said it'd be lucky if we finished 8th, and now people are probably going, maybe I know what I'm talking about. Do you think he should have stayed in bed today? Bruno looking good value at 12 mil, 100%. He's not even touched the ball. Bruno has created nothing this entire half. I don't think he's seen the ball. I said historically that man starts slowly. The first 10 game weeks, most seasons, Bruno Fernandes is rubbish. Not one moment during the preseason did I have him in my draft. Even with Hull and Ipswich, I was like, nah. He's just, historically, he just doesn't show up the first 10 games of the season. Belieber is probably even worse than Ugarte, to be honest. Yeah, exactly. I actually think that is one of the worst signings of the thing. No, I play tomorrow, Seawell. The big winner takes all matches tomorrow. So we play at 1 o'clock tomorrow afternoon. I've got a pretty stacked team, but I'm hoping that bring my finishing boots tomorrow, and that hopefully I score the winner. Bruno captain is hello. 12 mil for 30 touches. Yeah. God. And Mbeumo, ball in. Torgu rising, nothing doing. Again, goal kick. Emmanuel, I look like they're playing walking football. Yeah. Michael Carrick looks out of his depth. He looks lost, and he knows the pressure is already on. We've had one of the 3 easiest games of the season. We're currently 2-0 down. Is this the Portugal Bruno? I believe it is. Man, I was like going, you know what, last season when they put Salah at was Salah 14.5 at the beginning last season? Let me know in the chat. I'm sure he was. I said, there's no way that man gets anywhere near half the points he got last season. And I was right. And I was like, this season when I saw that Bruno was 12 mil, I was like, I have no interest in Bruno at 12 mil. I don't think Bruno should have been priced anywhere above 10. I think 10 might have been okay value. Even then, I'd question it. I mean, Balloomy's just pushed Heaven in the head then. That was a bit weird. Yeah, 14.5. And I said, yeah. And I said, there's no way Salah will be worth that. And he wasn't. And there's definitely no way Bruno's going to be worth 12. He's just not going to, yeah. Like, if you look, I know that he had a worldy season last season. But historically, Bruno has never scored more than 14 assists in a Premier League season. He scored 24 last year. Like, that's the outlier. That's not going to be the normal. So, like, if you're thinking that he's going to score, another 24 assists or whatever, I mean, there is a world where he does. But in reality, the chances of that happening are probably remote. So if you go back to what his next best season was, which I'm pretty sure was 14 Premier League assists, that's 30 points less already, straight out the gate. The fact he's now playing number 10 means that all those points he got DC-wise in the first half of the season, they're not going to be there. And I don't know how many times he got DC last year. I think it might be close to 10. Take that off. That's another 20 points off. That's 50 points less already. That puts him more on 150 points for the season rather than the 200 odd he got last season. If you factor all that in, he's never worth more than probably 8 mil, let alone 12. So it made no sense to go with him, if that made sense to me. That's the way I looked at it anyway. And knowing how poorly he normally starts at Man United obviously helps as well. Bruno Fernandes does try to go for goal there, but it's blocked and it goes out for a throw-in. Hull 3-0 United should be a good start. Bruno Semenyo, game week 3, here we go. The manager's an Argentinian, is he? Nah, Michael Carrick's English, I believe. I don't know who the Hull manager is, so yeah, don't quote me on that one. We've almost made halftime here. We're into 2 minutes of injury time, and we've almost played the allotment of that. What a shocking, pathetic start. Yeah, I agree. I mean, Haaland had to be high because it's Haaland. Like, Haaland's in his prime. Like, what is he? Haaland's like 26 years old now. There we go. It's officially halftime. So, my God, I mean, we can't get any worse than that, surely. Surely that's our worst moment of the season, right? Surely. One can hope, can't they? Surely. I don't know. I know. I mean, my football knowledge is actually really good. Like, I'm normally pretty good at picking like who I think's going to win, and I tell you what, I had a suspicion Hull will win this game. It's been nagging me ever since I saw the fixtures. I was like, Man United will cock this up. They'll cock this up. They'll be right under pressure straight out the gate. They'll need a result in Gameweek 2 or Michael Carrick's going to be under so much pressure. It's going to be ridiculous. The only good thing about this result at the moment is it means that Man United will have to go back in to the transfer market and actually buy some players. Someone Bruno at halftime. Yeah. I know, exactly. Playing against promoted teams, the worst time of the season to play promoted teams is at the beginning of the season, unless they're managed by Frank Lampard. Then it probably doesn't matter when you play them. But if you play them at the beginning of the season, that is historically the worst time to play them. And at the moment, it's proven to be the exact case, right? Like, it's not been good. It's not been good at all. I just keep coming back to the fact that Man United we just suck. We're just not very good. We just aren't very good. How many games are on at 3 p.m? Let me have a look. Can I be bothered setting this up? Man United just pissing me off, man. They really piss me off sometimes. Like, it's annoying because, like, I used to be so good supporting them. And now it's just frustration after frustration after frustration after frustration. I've got no players playing at 3 p.m. I tell you what, we're going to watch the football at 3 p.m, but I tell you what, it's going to be pretty boring. I've got no one playing. I've got no one in the Everton Crystal Palace game, no one in Ipswich Sunderland, no one in Nottingham Forest Leeds, and I've got no one. Oh, I've got Brentford. I've got Sade playing against Spurs at the 5:30 game. So I only got one more player playing today after today. Sorry, that made no sense. I've only got one more player playing today after this game. That's what I was meant to say. So yeah, I'm going to look into that. We probably will do the games. I'm not going to be as invested because I've got no one playing. Nkunku is available. Oh God. You know what? It was really funny. Rahi sent me a message before, and he goes, "It might be time for you to fly over to England and put on the number 14 shirt and maybe score a few goals for Man United." I was like, you know what? If they can actually just feed me the ball, I will score. But I don't. I mean, Bruno Fernandes probably could find me. To be fair, he's pretty good at putting a ball on the silver platter. But I tell you what, Man United looking horrendous here. Forest versus Leeds at 3. Yep. You can cheer on Header for me, pal. Yep. Dalot not that far behind on points from the other Man United. I mean, he's literally at level. I mean, Dalot could actually end up on more points at the rate this game's going. Imagine if Hull score 4 goals and Dalot's still on the bench and everyone else is on -1 and I've got 0. I'll take that all day long. I mean, who's on the bench? Who have we got on the bench? Let me have a look. Who have we got on the bench? So we've got... Where's the lineup here? Why? Oh, full player stats. Here we go. So Man United have... Where the hell's the bench? Oh, bench. Oh, my God. I'm so blind. So on the bench... Oh, God. Look at this bench. You know what? There's a chance Dalot doesn't come on. So I've got Kobe Mainoo on the bench, Dalot, Marcus Rashford, Lenny Yoro, Shea Lacey, Joshua Xerxes, Benjamin Šeško, and Martinez. Now, I would argue that since we're 2-0 down, we're highly likely to see Šeško, highly likely to see Marcus Rashford, highly likely to see Kobe Mainoo, and probably Joshua Xerxes because Michael Carrick seems to like putting him on, which means there's one sub left, which means that either one of Dalot, Yoro, or Martinez will come on. Hopefully Maguire does his hamstring at halftime and it's Martinez on instead. And leave Dalot on. Leave Dalot on the bench. Leave him on the bench. Well, man, it's been interesting how to... Yeah, maybe. Have United assets, then I'll end up at the top of your meter. I'm currently one place in front of you. Nice. I can hate watch the DCL unit. I agree. May have a brace. Yeah, it could be. Rashford masterclass. Yeah, biggest con for 1 week. Yeah, I agree. I agree. I really wanted to go with Morgan Gibbs-White. I weighed up just ditching off Mbeumo for Morgan Gibbs-White. But I was like, I got conned by the 2 fixtures and I was like, these are the kind of games we suck in. So why did I get so convinced? Bring on Carl Dalot as a number 9. Love it. As always, Man Utd DNA early season always looked like this. Yeah, I don't understand the Maguire pick. Carrick going to bring on the Xerxes. Yep. Most people that play have 2 United players in their teams. I know, same. I love subbing centre-back for centre-back. They do. Aegio is unmatched anywhere in the FPL. If there was the league, you would definitely win. I love it, Paul. I'll Dalot one of the first 5 minutes for a point. Dalot 9 vid sub and coming. Just prepare yourself for a rush. I mean, imagine if Dalot comes on and scores. Like, happy days, man. I'll look like a genius. And Hull already has DC. Wow. Need Dalot on so he can cross to the first defender. Clean sheet's gone. 45 minutes still power. Reckon Mbeumo will score. I tell you what, he's been the closest to scoring. He's had actually some shots on target. The rest have been, I mean, what's Heaven doing for that goal? Like McBurney, he completely loses McBurney. That's just really poor defending. They're just showing the goals back now. That first goal, he just, I don't know, just sleeps and falls asleep, really. Le Mans desperately unlucky. It was actually a really good save. Unfortunately, he hits the post and then just falls straight to that Hull centre-back who makes no mistake. There'll be someone that's triple captain one of these Hull players that scored the goal, and they're probably on for a 15-pointer. Take off Sean Fernandez. Yeah, I could get on with that. Who's playing as striker? It is Cunha, but Cunha is not really playing as a striker. He's playing more as a number 9. Yeah. I mean, the Spurs-Brentford game should be a really interesting game of football, to be fair. Le Mans has kept this game at 2-0. Yeah, he has. I got rid of Maguire and Le Mans after watching the AC Milan game. Yeah, I mean, the AC Milan game really, got the alarm bells ringing. I'm like, this is the guy that you sacked scoring 4 goals against Man United. Like, what is going on? Hull. Gotta love it. This will be their highlight of the season. First game back in the Premier League. Everyone thinks they're going straight back down and they just rock Man United on the opening day. Well, the opening weekend, sorry. It wasn't the opening day. That was yesterday. Opening weekend. Mighty Spurs back. All we need is that Marmouche signing. Bruno braces his sister and Mbeumo incoming. I mean, this game could go one of 2 ways. It's either going to go Man United are going to end up getting royally rocked, or they're going to end up coming back and it'll be one of the biblical comebacks. But I tell you what, from what I saw in the first half, I would not be counting any chickens about any potential kind of comeback here because it just doesn't look like it's going to happen if I'm being honest. And what does it say here? First shot wins. Oh, no way. My anytime goal scorer took the first shot, which was Bryan Mbeumo. You absolute star. So I put Bryan Mbeumo to score, and because he had the first shot of the game, that leg's covered. Oh, yes. Now all I need is Man United to score and happy days. And Cunha and Dorgu to win a foul. Oh, come on, boys. Can't be that difficult. Surely. United players, legit. Yeah, a couple more Red Bulls. I like it. McGuire holding back Mazrae for the first goal. Yeah, it was just, I don't know what they were doing, man. Yeah, and that's what I'm saying. Like last season, you could tell, like, I never rated Carrick at the job. Like, his best couple of games were against Man City, first game after Ruben Amorim was sacked, and then against Arsenal, and then the fitness levels started going down the absolute gurgler to the point where at the end of the season we look absolutely cooked and we're only playing one game a week. And that's because he kept on letting the players have a day off. Like, everyone will sit there and criticize Ruben Amorim for whatever. And yes, he was exceptionally stubborn and not changing his formation, whatever, when it wasn't working. And that was probably his greatest criticism, along with not playing Kobe Mainu. But at the same time, you could see what he was trying to do. Like, Brian Mbeumo and Cunha actually looked good in his system. Brian Mbeumo has looked absolutely crap for Michael Carrick since he's come in. Cunha has had his moments, but it's been nothing like consistent. Yes, Bruno's looked amazing in the 10, but if they'd signed him a midfielder like he clearly needed the beginning of last season, maybe Amorim's system would have worked. But we'll never know because the board are just incompetent and they just don't buy the players that are required for the manager that's managing the team. I was like, what's his name? De Zerbi, don't know his first name, whatever his name is. De Zerbi literally must have said to the Spurs hierarchy, I'm not coming in unless you sit there and back me with money in the summer. And can you deny that they've not backed him? Like, they've bought in Tonali for 90 mil. They've bought in Mateus Fernandes for 85 mil. They've bought in Senesi for free on good wages. They've bought in Van Heck for 50 mil. They're probably going to bring in Savinio and Marmouche in like a 150 mil deal. And then they're even looking at bringing in Cody Gakpo. That's what you call backing a manager. And if Spurs can do that, Roberto, thank you. If Spurs can do that, that's a sign that you've got the backing. Instead, we've got Michael Carrick, who they just allowed to stay in the job, and right at the end of the season, like, you know what? It's going to be cheaper to keep Michael Carrick in here. We won't have to pay him as much as some of these other managers out there. We won't have to pay compensation to another club. Let's sign him up. That's what they did. And now, look, they're like going, oh, you know what? You finished third last season. Your squad's pretty good. It's Champions League quality worthy. Forgetting the fact that they only had one game a week last season, and now you're in Europe and you're going to pay an extra 10 plus games a season, and you're going to need at least another 8+ players. Well, you know what? You've lost your second best player from last season, Casemiro. He's left on a free. And then you've obviously got the injury to Manuel Ugarte, so he's cooked. I mean, like, am I missing something here, or am I just deluded? I mean, it's pretty obvious for all. Michael Carrick, you can call it what you want. I like to call it being cheap. And the Man United board are being cheap. They've signed players that either have release clauses or are project players, and they've got no interest in winning the league. Barada might come out and say we're going to win the league in the next couple of years. They're never going to win the league with this crap philosophy. Well, I'm glad they didn't play Dalot for what it's worth, because or else we'd be sitting looking at not many points. Yeah, exactly, bantering. Yeah, you'd have to think there's going to be some changes here. I agree. I mean, I think they would have sold Ugarte for what it's worth, but the board's crap. I mean, nothing is ever really going to change while that board is still at the club, and that's sadly the reality of the situation. It's frustrating. It's annoying. As a United fan, it really does wind me up. And I'm sure I'm going to be wound up a lot more this season. But I tell you what, my plan is to roll 3 transfers to game week 3 or 4. Then I'm going to turf out an Arsenal player. And then I'm going to turf out my United players. And I'm just not going to own any of them, because I think they are going to be bad this season. That's my gut read. Marcus Rashford coming on a half-time. Well, not a surprise, really. I can't believe it. And this was a guy that a year ago we just didn't want at the club, and now we're relying on. I mean, I'm a Rashford fan, so you're not going to hear anything bad from me about Marcus Rashford. I still don't understand why he I would have started him. I would have started him as a number 9 if Šeško wasn't fit or enough to start the game. I would have put Marcus Rashford up as a 9. I feel sorry for Carrick's. Yeah, I agree. Carrick's literally just been stood out there like a stunned mullet. He's going to get absolutely rocked. It could be a big redemption story for Rashford. I hope it is, Jonah. We'll judge Man United after the next match. Rashford might actually bang. I know, that's why I did toy with having Marcus Rashford in the draft as well. Versus New Pro side away as a banana skin. It is. And Mbeumo to Morgan's Maguire looks tempting. It does. Maguire to Konza as soon as he starts. Yeah, Rashford and Šeško to win us the game. Who's he coming on for? I imagine it's for Dorgu. Who is he on for? Yeah, Cunha's over to the left. Dorgu's gone off. And yeah, Rashford is on. It looks like Rashford's going out to the left. Okay, Hull about to get us underway for the start of the second half here. Okay, I don't know what we're waiting for here. Apparently, we're waiting for something. Dorgu, yeah, see you later. Oh, yeah, the United board are just... They've got no interest in making the club great again. It's like, you know what? It's like Trump with his Make America Great Again. It's like we need someone that actually cares about making United great again and will do everything they can to do it. This board, Ineos and Glinios are actually worse than just being owned by the Glazers because now I've got 2 leeches in charge of the club rather than 1. And the one thing that you could say about the Glazers, they didn't mind spending money. They were just useless at spending it. Whereas Ineos are just a bunch of tight bums that just refuse to invest. And they're probably just waiting to open the dividends back up so they can start leeching the club for money again. I reckon that's the game plan. And then they're going to try and build the stadium, milk the territory, milk the piece of land that they're doing the regeneration project on, sell that on, make some more money. And meanwhile, Man United will just continue to be crap because we just don't have the board that are willing to back the team. Oh, it's frustrating. All right, I'm almost about to restart the clock. We're almost up to the 47th minute. I mean, Hull just looks so dangerous every time they go forward, man. They're like so easy. We actually have the worst defense in the Premier League, I reckon. D-unit for the board, yeah, sign me up. I mean, if you could offer me the Man United job as manager and I would turn it down. Like, you've got no hope. Unless I sat there and had like 500 million transferred into my bank account so I knew I could go and buy the players that I wanted, that I needed to make the team work, I wouldn't take the job. That's the only way I'd take the job. I want 500 mil and I want a contract that says every summer you will give me another 200 million at least to spend. That's the only way I'd take the job. Otherwise, I'd be like, you can piss off. All right, let's get that timer back on. We're finally caught up. There we go. Oh, mate. Oh, what have I done there? Whoops, I've taken the timer off now. Far out. I need to go back 2 minutes. Add time. There we go. Right, time is at the right time now. Oh, nailed it. Perfect timing. Is 500 mil even enough? With this squad, no. You probably need about $1 billion to get this squad up to scratch. Like, as I said, we've got one world-class player, Bruno Fernandes. Brian Mbeumo trying his luck. Shoots, but unfortunately, he was offside, and regardless, it went straight into Mateus Cunha's chest. I've not missed watching Man United lose, but I've missed doing the watch-alongs. You take the job when they tell you that here and there you get $1 million a week. Nah, I wouldn't do it. I'd rather stay poor. I don't want United fans saying I'm an idiot manager because I'm not getting backed by the board. I would not do that to myself. I would actually take that to heart. That's the only time I think any criticism would get to me is if I was doing the thing I love most, and that's being in charge of Man United's team, and I wasn't backed, and then the fans started blaming me for something outside of my control. I wouldn't do it unless I had guaranteed the thing. Yeah, make sure you smash a like on the stream as well. Man United win dropped to 41%. All the people joining realizing, oh, you're 2-0 down, you got no chance. All those people early doors that voted, probably cooked. Marcus Rashford, first involvement, starts running and it looks little bit more threatening. But again, there's no overlap run. This is half the issue with this team. There's no fullback bombing on. There's like literally, so Marcus Rashford gets the ball. He looks up. Luke Shaw is nowhere to be seen. There's no overlapping run now on the outside of him. Like, where is he meant to go? We need a left back and we need Dalot on the field. But I don't want Dalot on the field today. He can stay on the bench today. Shaw's ball in, doesn't find anyone. Headed clear away by Hull and away we go. Tielemans good to recovering there. Oh yeah, Hull actually, they're a lot better than Coventry, I could tell you that much. Yeah, I agree. I definitely, I'm quite happy just managing and footium. A hell of a lot easier than worrying about this kind of crap. Actually, that reminds me, I think I need to train a couple of players. Glad someone mentioned that. Let me have a look. My guy's needing... Actually, I'm not able to actually train that many players because they changed a stupid thing. I don't like it. I'm going to complain enough that they're going to change it, hopefully. Mbeumo to no one off the corner. Lovely. That's what we love to see. Fantastic. All right, get that in there. Maguire's still sitting in the box, knowing that that is our best form of attack, is to just attack. Cunha, nice little piece of play, puts the ball into the box again, headed clear by Hull. I've got another 12 hours until that guy finishes trading. Probably don't need to check that one again anytime soon. And then the last one. Can't trade anyone. Happy days. All right, carry on. Hull is meant to be the team letting in goals, I agree. Yes, Pro Ferretex. Yes, F the Twin City. We're going to rock those bastards tomorrow. If I could reproduce what I did in the last game that I played, we're going to be creaming Twin City tomorrow. I'm going to be letting Manil know all about it. Can't wait to let him know that when we win the league, I'm like, do you enjoy the view from the second place team there, mate? Target Hull. I mean, I remember, like, what was it, Southampton a few years ago? Like, and they were the team to target from, like, an attacking perspective, but, like, defensively, they always seemed to just nab a goal. Like, and it was always normally, like, post the 85th minute, and you're like, can these guys just piss off? Right foot hat tricks, man. I know. I need to just shoot on the right foot tomorrow. The left foot's no good. The left foot keeps letting me down, even though it shouldn't be. It should be the other way around, but the right foot, bloody lethal. I'm just hoping that tomorrow we get a free kick when I'm on the field, so that way I can take it, because their goalkeeper, the twin goalkeepers, he's like trying to think of like a Premier League goalkeeper was rubbish. He's like that guy that used to play for Liverpool. What was his name? Carrius. That just kept on gifting goals. That's the kind of goalkeeper I'm versing tomorrow. Guaranteed, if I'm switched on, I'll get a freebie tomorrow. He'll either palm one straight to me, he'll either kick one straight to me, or he'll set up poorly positionally, and I'll just be able to roll one home with some luck. Hopefully some of our idiots can show up tonight and roll one home. Not looking too flush at the moment. What about Fleming? Yeah, Burnley were pretty good at scoring last season. Oh, Andre Onana, yeah, I forgot about that fraud. Onana would pump it out, man. It's like, I reckon Onana must be pretty good at volleyball, would be my guess. His hands are just like so... He's just a crap goalkeeper. How did we pay 50 million for that fraud? Oh, God. So many just dud decisions just annoy me so much. Oh, here we go. Brian Mbeumo on the counter. Again, one of the only people up there. He steps back inside, rolls it to Bruno, who leaves it through his legs, and that was just not the right play, and Hull clean it up. This is a problem. Bruno's just never on the pace at the beginning of seasons. He's like, it literally takes about 10 game weeks to get going. Once he's going, he's elite, but He's not ready. I'd actually probably take him off, to be fair. I think we'd be probably better off without him at the moment. Oh, almost some good pressing there from Cunha, but again, nothing made of it. And then it's the old long ball up, and then they've let the ball bounce. Maguire comes across, thankfully, and wins it. Yeah, we're pretty bad. Knee jerk wildcard 2 this week. Want to leave Bruno. All the bench boost. I know. Can you believe Coventry versus Hull? It's like that game was a lottery. It could go either way. Based off what I've seen tonight, I think there's a good chance Hull score. Yeah, Tielemans is so. That's why I don't understand like why we bought him, right? So we already had Kobbie Mainoo. Kobbie Mainoo's not a quick player. He's a skillful player, very good on the half term. He's very press resistant. Oh my God, what was that pass from Tielemans? That was shocking. I tell you, they got away with one there. That was really bad. Rashford on the left-hand side. He plays it to Luke Shaw, who's finally going to cross. But alas, his cross can't beat the first man, and it's out for a corner. He's just feeling a bit rusty. Not until he gets 2 points, please. The midfielder, I mean, the defense is just atrocious. I've been saying that all last season. The defense is crap. I've not signed a defender. And you know what the funny thing is as I criticised at the beginning of the game, I said, why are we playing our two most defensive fullbacks? Like Mazraoui is no good going forward, and yet we've still conceded 2 goals. So you like wonder why the hell we played him in the first place. Who's taking this corner? Well, it's a Bruno Fernandes corner. Goes to Heaven, who flicks it on. Nothing doing. Now it's back to Mbeumo. Mbeumo tries a long ball out to Bruno. Again, that doesn't even make the distance, and it's... Oh, Bruno, what's he done there, Bruno? He's lost the ball. That's what he's done. And now Hull through. It could be 3. Lamons comes out and clears the danger. Far out. Luke Shaw spotted moment. Is the audio delayed on Stan? Don't know. Don't think so. Not sure. I'm just commentating as if the commentary's not on. So it's probably just slightly off. I'm kind of watching the game unfold and then just, yeah. I actually have no idea who's commentating this game. It's down that low, I can't actually hear it. Through the back four is still the same as 21. Yeah, no, and how good were we in 2021? Not very good. Pure entertainment. That day when the goalie's the best player. You know what? This is the weird thing, right? So I think who was it? So I was listening to all these like Man Utd, you know, like The Athletic, they do like the Talk of the Devils and all these podcasts and that about how Man Utd season's going to go. And they're all like, oh yeah, we're all going to finish in like the top 5. I was like, are these guys deluded? Like, are they actually that dumb? Like, they're meant to report on Man Utd. They go to every game. They go to training. How on earth do they think they're going to finish top 5 with this squad when we're playing in Europe is actually beyond me. Like, they're meant to be reporters. Either they're getting paid by the club to say they're going to finish top 5, or they're actual idiots that don't know football. I'd actually think it's probably the former, because if they really believe that this team is capable of finishing top 5 with the kind of nonsense squad we've got at the moment, I think they've lost the plot. It's my honest answer. Mazraoui. Oh, look at him. I mean, that wasn't the worst ball into the box, I suppose. Maybe I'm being overly critical, but again, it wasn't spectacular either. Harry Maguire goes on a windy run. Out to Cunha. Cunha, Darks, looks inside, doesn't play it. Now plays it back. Marcus Rashford, edge of the box, loses the ball. Cunha then takes back over. Looking on the left, again, stops, balks. Finds Bruno in the 10. Bruno plays it to God knows who, but Marcus Rashford makes it work and picks it up. He whacks the ball into the box. It's a crap ball, and it's cleared easily away by Hull. And McBurney's done amazingly there to keep that in. Don't know how he's done that, but that was fantastic. He then just bypasses Tielemans like he's a witch's hat that's in slow motion. Giles plays it down the left. Luke Shaw, thankfully, doesn't have to put the Hull player off, and Lamons comes and claims it. But my God, that's just so easy through the middle. I mean, Tielemans doesn't look at the races either. No wonder Villa were like, yeah, you can have him for 30 mil. Just pay your release clause. They probably rang up Man United and said, we're doing a fire sale this summer. We're getting rid of all these players. If you want him, here you go. 30 mil. It's all yours, and that's what it is. I mean, McBurney, that surely went out of play. Either way, it didn't, and then they just played it on. And tell you what, Tielemans, man, he's not had a good game. Very talented Greek kid. Okay. Interesting. Coventry, yeah, exactly. I agree. Yeah, and Hull are playing Man United. So Jim will be sacking more low-paid staff to cheer himself up. I agree. Versus best team defense attacking at Arsenal's home turf going on. Hull at their home is a huge bonus. Yeah, I agree. Yeah, very, very good points there, little chum. Little Clum, sorry. Not little chum. Can't wait for Roy Keane's and Neville's chat later. It's going to be good, isn't it? Dalot is, at the moment, he's going to be getting subbed off for Vardiol. Well, ideally, hopefully Dalot just stays on the bench. They need to score goals, so it'll be interesting to see what he does. But it's not like they need to... Yeah, I suppose it maybe. Mazraoui's not playing the worst game I've ever seen. Wow, Rashford in behind, but the whole goalkeeper's actually done really well here. 60 minutes gone now, so appearance points in the bag for all your players. No pre-60-minute subs unless you owned the unlucky Dorgu, who got no points. Actually, Dorgu finished on -1 because he conceded 2. Oh, no, he's in midfield now, so he didn't get -1. He only got 0 points because he's in midfield now, so he just got the minus point for the yellow card he picked up. Can Hull, if Hull score another goal, they'll go level on goal difference of Arsenal. Oh, God. It's going to be a long season. Wow, Hull again. It's so easy. The way they're attacking is just like, how are we this bad? Out to the left again. Another ball whipped in. Maguire again having to just clear it away. I bet she's going now think of hitting a wild card. Yeah, maybe. Tilly Tubby. I like it. Would have been better to just, live watch along the Dota 2 TI lower bracket semi-finals. Because I tell you what, this would have been more enjoyable calling that and watching Man United at the moment. This is another year of misery and pain. Oh my God, Hull trying to worldie. Was that Harrington? No. Halloumi, sorry. Halloumi trying to worldie there from, Aiden Heaven has not had a good game today. I'm actually surprised that he's still on the field because I feel like Martinez probably should have been brought on for him. He's not having a good game. Hull now doing some strategic time wasting here, claiming some cramp and wasting some time on the floor. Yeah, Mendy's down with cramp, I'd suggest. It looks like cramp to me. Awaiting the whatever stage before lower bracket finals. Yes. Who won the upper bracket final? Was it? I went to game 3. I didn't get to watch game 3 because I was watching this crap instead. It was between Yandex and Vision. Oh, yeah. Chinese Dota died about 5 years ago. All the good teams are all in Eastern Europe now. They're all madmen over there that play like 14 hours a day or whatever. Yeah, I agree. I'm not sure why they're not on. Harrington, here we go. The young Australian who's been signed from I think the Toronto Raptors. No, that's a lie. That Toronto Raptors are the NBA team. Salt Lake, maybe, I don't know. Signed from somewhere in the US. He's now making his whole competitive debut here. By 3 dog crap midfielders and keep Maynor on the bench makes a lot of sense. I agree. Champions League as well with this squad. You know, I mean, we are cooked. I said if we finish 8th or above, it's been a good season. Mukiele benched. Oof. All the people that took 3 commentary players of the bet. Oh, mate, yeah, legit. Vision 1. Okay, yep. DCL in starting 11. Happy times. Yeah, Satanic is mad, man. He's a crazily skilled player. All right, AJ is off here for Hull and some other idiots come on, but I don't know. McNair. Is that Patrick McNair? He was also an ex-Man United player, wasn't he? Or youth team player. Patrick McNair? If that's Patrick McNair, definitely ex-Man United youth team player. I remember that name, but it might not be Paddy. So it could just be another McNair. Pretty common name. Sheshko and Maino are about to come on for Man United. Still no Dalot. We live on now that Dalot can go without coming on. Hopefully he can just stay on the bench. Leave him on the bench. We don't need him on. Just bring on forwards. Bring the forwards on. That's all we need. I've gone without him. Happy days. There we go. Paddy, look. Genius. That's how good my football knowledge is normally. Bruno. Mazraoui. I reckon Cunha probably comes off here. I don't know. I'm just guessing here. I reckon Tielemans 100% coming off because he's been crap. And I'd imagine that Cunha's probably going to come off as well because he's been very ineffective today. Oh, here we go. Ball around the outside. Luke Shaw playing it back. But again, blocked. Mazraoui. Mbeumo. Maguire. Plays the 1-2 with Tielemans. Out to Mbeumo. Mbeumo, can he find a ball into the box? No. Plays it back to Maguire. Out to Mazraoui, who we know can't cross, and he can't. Cleared away. What's going on? Well, he's not fouled yet. There's still another 25 minutes to go. I mean, Man United get 1 goal. It's probably... Nketiah staying for Palace. Wow, that's interesting. I have a magnifying glass to the team sheet. I know. I've got to find a better way. I was putting that together in a rush. They didn't quite come out as clearly as I thought they would. I probably needed to ditch the logos and then stretch it out a little bit, but I was in a bit of a rush. I didn't actually feel I was going to start on time because I was busy trying to get the lineups in there. I've just realized the time was off a little bit as well. There we go. All right, who's going off? I bet you Brian and Mbeumo's going off here for 2 points. It's Santos off. And Tielemans. Who's playing in midfield? Okay, I don't know what's going on here. Bruno must be going into the midfield with... He has. So Bruno Fernandes and Kobbie Mainoo are now the midfield pairing. And now it's Cunha in the 10, Rashford off the left, Sheshko leading the line, and Mbeumo off the right. Yep. Okay, I don't think this is going to work. We'll see. We're going to get torn apart for the midfield now. There's no... Oh, another ball in. It's cleared away there by Shaw. Oh, it's nipped in by... Oh, what are we doing? Here we go. Long ball out to Mbeumo yet again. I mean, this just doesn't work. It hasn't worked all game. Why is it going to start working now? Yeah, Cunha's gone in the 10 now. Both the goal-scoring centre-backs off injured. Mad. Yeah, the two... Yeah, what's going on here? What are we waiting for now? Someone down injured again. Another Hull player is down. Knock on the outside of the left ankle by the looks of it. Yeah, Bruno's down. Bruno's in the heart of midfield now. He's in the... Well, I think we're technically playing 2-8s. The hero passer, yep. Carrick at the helm, bring back Ollie Gunner. Just probably say, dude, that called this your wise football guru. We are not worthy. Thank you very much, the crew. Just gutted I got the score wrong at this moment. I only picked 1-0 to Hull. Yeah, mad. Yeah, I know. He actually might need to. I just sit there and I go, like, so our midfield, our summer signings have both been taken off on 67 minutes in the first match of the season, first competitive match of the season. And they are the replacements for Casemiro, who was arguably our most important player behind Bruno Fernandes last season. And neither of them can last 90 minutes. It's not a good spot to be in. And then you're buying Carlos Baleba, who's not even fit, for 65 mil. What on earth are the board doing? What are they doing? Like, I actually don't get what they're doing. Doesn't make any sense. Currently first on my bench, Slater is outscoring Fernandes and Mbeumo. That's mad, isn't it? I put my hand up and was one of those who said, I'm happy for saying Hull will win. If Carrick can freely speak, he'd tell us all that the midfielders are not who he wanted exactly. I'm telling you, Michael Carrick will end up getting the sack because he's getting left to dry by just incompetent signings. Like, it's like when Solskjaer was in charge of the club, right? And they had that, and they bought Donny van der Beek. He obviously never wanted Donny van der Beek because he never played him and never rated him. Like, I just don't get it. I really don't get it. I feel like Sir Jim, if he's got actually any brain sense at all, which he probably doesn't, he probably needs to sack Omar Barada and he probably needs to sack, what's the name? Wilcox. Because they're the idiots in charge of this shocking buying of players this summer. Like, whoever's in charge of that needs to be sacked because it's not good enough. Believer is a Timu Caicedo. Spend more on fullbacks. Yeah, I know. Exactly what. That's all I'm saying. Like, Mateus Fernandes is better than these two idiots. Yes, he costs about the same and you got two players for the price of one, but the one player is better than the two. Like, that's the price of getting a good player. I doubt you again. Thank you, Dark. Lord. This could have been avoided if the board had coughed up money to let Moyes sign Leighton Baines. Exactly. They'd still be playing. Because that's how poor we are. I mean, Luke Shaw's been the left back for what feels like bloody forever. I wonder how many games he goes this season before he gets injured. My guess is Luke Shaw is injured by the first international break. That's my guess. Mazraoui giving away a needless foul. The sad thing is we don't even look like scoring. We just look like we are going to just play this game out and it'll be 2-0. Sarr not in the team. What? Baines he probably is. Everton playing the much more attacking lineup and Garner on the bench early in the fourth. That's interesting. Bruno off to Saudi, 100%. Could be. What? Sarr? What? That would be... I mean, if Sarr leaves, that'd be mad. That is interesting. 25 mil spent in United players. Oh, God, that's... Yeah, that's rough. United will win next week, though. They'll bounce back against Ipswich because the pressure will be sky high through the roof. There's no way they'll actually... Oh, my God. McBurney. Oh, my God, that was almost 3. How has that not gone in? Oh, I thought that was going to be 3. Howard literally just playing balls in and around our box. It's just so easy. It's pathetic. Oh, God. Palace in the Mad Link. Yeah, no, it's like Palace and some teams this season are just selling all their players. Yeah, I didn't know anything about Sarr going anywhere. Yeah, there you go. 2040. He's been there 12 years. 12 years. How? Garland Ferner going for Sarr. Okay. Jupe going to score. I mean, he probably could. Sarr's protesting because he wants to move to Turkey. Okay, I wonder who was in for Sarr. Harrington, I mean, yeah, Harrington almost with a debut goal off the bench. Turkey is a new Saudi Arabia. It's bizarre. They're paying a lot of money out there at the moment. Dwight McNeil. Is Brendan Johnson starting for Everton? I didn't see the wow, Bruno Fernandes. What was that? What's he got? I don't think we've got much else. Michael Carrick's emptied the bench. What's he got? Joshua Zirkzee to come on. Shea Lacey. I'd bring on Shea Lacey. Take a defender off. We don't need a defender. Need to go and get goals. The title contenders, I know. I can't believe people thought that, yeah. Yeah, I mean, I had no interest in captaining a United player. As I said, I was like, the only reason why I had Mbeumo is because I was like, if I've got this wrong and Man United win this game comfortably, I need some coverage. That was literally the only reason why I even had a United midfielder in there. Because like come game week 3, I think they're just not worth having. And based off what I've seen tonight, I think that maybe I could have just got away with no Man United players at all. Would have been quite happy. He's not saying for. Is he on the bench? I'm assuming he's on the bench. Mendy goal and DC. I wanted time travel and put him back in my team. All right, here we go. Mbeumo going for goal massively over the bar. Armstrong, Kevin Dewsbury Hall, and George Barry. Wow. That's not a very good lineup, is it? Feels like Ten Hag's back in the dugout. Evil Sucker starting for Everton. Could be a bargain. Yeah, maybe. Could be. That's Tyreek George, eh? Tyreek George is I've not seen enough of him. I know he's on loan from Chelsea. I've not seen enough of him to determine an opinion because every time he came on for Chelsea, it was like just random 5 minutes here or there. It wasn't like it was like a sustained period of getting a look in. So it was hard to gauge whether it was any good because he kept on scoring in the Conference League like 2 seasons ago. I was like, oh, this guy must be pretty good, but then I've not seen him again. I feel like roll at right back over O'Brien. Okay. There's O'Brien on the bench then as well. Wow, some interesting team selections there from Everton. I mean, what? I still don't understand. Like, I know that Mazraoui's still on the field, but I'm like he's not run past Mbeumo once this entire game. He's not put a cross in. And I'm like, well, why is he playing? We've still conceded 2 goals of him on the team, so it makes no sense he's on there because he's more solid from a defensive standpoint. Because factually, that's not correct because we've still conceded. Maguire to Shaw edge of the box. Trying to put a ball in, blocked by Hull, and now it's offside. O'Brien on the bench, okay. I don't know. No, I think Gary captained Haaland off the top of my head. What does Man United have to do for them to be a top Premier League team this season? Someone needs to buy the club that is not called Jim Ratcliffe or the Glazer family. Otherwise, we're going to be a mid-table club. Actually, as I said, my honest opinion is I feel like we'll finish 8th because there's a lot of teams that have actively made themselves way weaker this season. Like, look at Palace's team. Like, what's going on? Oh, Brian and Mbeumo. This is the moment, Brian! Brian! Oh, saved by the Hull goalkeeper. I thought that was the moment. But it's not. No, so he went with I'm pretty sure went with Haaland captain. Pretty confident he went with Haaland captain. Oh, Mbeumo, that was the moment. That was the moment where I was like, yes, here we go. And no, not here we go. Good save from the Hull goalkeeper, but Brian Mbeumo's definitely looked the most likely here for Man United in this game for the first 78 minutes. All right, Mbeumo with the corner to the back. Maguire heads it back across. Cunha rises, cleared away. Hull protesting for something, no idea. And Mbeumo's got his hands up in the air protesting for something. No one knows what's going on. The referee says, let's wait a minute, and then says, let's play on. Captain Bruno, they said. I didn't. Have we had 15 shots? Really? There must have been some poor shots because I don't recall us having 15 shots. Mate, that guy really just runs and runs and runs. And Brian Mbeumo, what can he find? He looks inside, finds Heaven. Heaven goes out to Shaw. Shaw to Maguire. I don't know what he's doing there, but he's there. He can't get the cross in. Somehow it finds its way back to Shaw. Shaw then gets tackled, but it's a throw-in. Now there'll be another sub. Bloody Dalot's coming on the field. Useless fraud. Here we go. Dalot to rescue us. Dalot on for Mazraoui, which probably should have happened 79 minutes ago, but it's finally happened. Yeah, man. Legit. Dalot's on. Here we go. We're cooking. We're cooking 1 point extra to the score. Here we go. Come on, Dalot. To prove me right. Prove me right. Come on, Dalot. He's got 10 minutes, folks. Dalot's going to get an assist, and then he's going to score a goal. He shouldn't have been benched, though, because we've seen already that there was the wrong decision to bench this man. Yeah, exactly. Sub the United frauds off. Maguire is... Dalot ball's on, man. It's going to get sexy here. Dalot and goal loading. Look at him. He's already gone way further forward than Mazraoui went the entire 79 minutes he was on the field. Oh, no. It's a poor ball, but Dalot gets there. He's lost the ball. Dalot, get back and defend, you idiot. Oh, God. What are they doing? Get out of the way. What was that ball? Okay, it's worked. It's Luke Shaw meandering forward. Out to Marcus Rashford. Rashford. Ball to the box. Shashko rises. Doesn't make contact or good enough contact, and it's out for a goal kick. So he's coming the Dalot. He called for the ball as well. It was just a horrendous pass. I don't know why they're making that pass in the first place, but at least he's looking lively. I mean, Mazraoui just never moved forward. Here we go. Mbeumo. Mbeumo, ball in. Teasing. Rises. Nothing doing. Dalot intercepts. Here we go. Dalot ball in full effect. Bruno Fernandes just hops it in. Goalkeeper comes out, claims it. Too easy. I feel like we should have started Seshko as well. 48% Bruno captains in the top 10K. Wow. That's mad. Hull have been super composed. Like super composed. I was like, who's that? I was like, that's Shay Lacey. Shay Lacey. And I was like, that guy's looks very young. He looks exceptionally young. It does look like 10 years old. I think someone said that in the chat. I think Dalot's actually playing in midfield. Actually, I don't know where Dalot's playing. He's just wandering forward. I'm telling you, Dalot's going to get a goal here. I can feel it. Okay, maybe not. The ball would actually have to be in the United players' possession for that to happen. Shay Lacey over the top. Poor ball. Cleared away. If this game was Old Trafford, would have been 2-0 United. Yeah, I don't know what Dalot's doing. He's not playing right back, I could tell you that much. Either that or he's just been told, you need to attack because we need a goal. Or he's just doing what you should do when you're playing against the whole team. And that's, here we go. Marcus Rashford, nice little work down the outside. Can he get the ball in? He can. He finds it back. He cuts it back to Mainu, who doesn't do anything with it. I was trying to work out that was Mainu or Heaven then, because it was... Heaven had also wandered forward, and I was like, who's got the ball? All right, Bruno out to Mano. Mano out to Shaw. They're running out of time, and they're running out of time fast. Bruno again plays the hero ball forward. He looks for Dalot on the outside, who's gone further forward than what Mazraoui did in the 79 minutes he was on the pitch. He plays it back to Maguire. Maguire goes for a run. He goes for a wilderness, Maguire, but it's straight at the goalkeeper. Goretzka to Villa. What is Villa doing? What? Yeah, I know. That's what I'm saying. Like, why was Dalot never start? Like, this dude attacks. Mazraoui does nothing. He's actually, like, Mazraoui is just not a very good, like, attacker from, like, if he's one of your fullbacks, you can't have Luke Shaw on the other side. They're no good. Yelling about Dalot. What are we doing here? Hull are making their final change of the game as well, I think. Giles was off, and Matt Target has come on for Hull. 84 minutes in. It's been a painful 90 minutes. Yeah, that's a very nice way of putting it. Oh, yeah, I don't think there's a world where Dalot doesn't start next week. I'm pretty confident he starts next week. I mean, based off what I've seen today, if Carrick is dumb enough to start that same team again next week, he probably needs sacking straight out the gate. Because Mazraoui didn't even get forward as far forward as Dalot has got in the first couple of minutes he's been on in 80 minutes on the pitch. So if he starts again, something's gone horribly wrong. That was nice by Lacey. Get forward, Dalot. Manu. Oh, that was really good, calm defending there by that whole Matt Target. Target. It's actually Target. Well, I don't know why I've said Target. Target. That was really good defending. It's calm under pressure. Just, oh my God, what's Aiden Heaven doing? I thought he'd lost the ball then. Unbelievable. Hull have cleared the ball away 47 times. That's mad. All right, Mbeumo on the half term out to Luke Shaw. Luke Shaw plays it forward, finds Rashford, finds Maguire, tries to find Mbeumo, all a bit too cute. Someone just need to put their bloody foot through the ball then. Luke Shaw now just whips the ball in and sadly it's straight at the goalkeeper. No good. Carrick should just play in midfield himself, I agree. We're thinking about your fantasy football fest. Yeah, Dalot ball on for 1 point. I mean, in fairness, he's got the same amount of points as Harry Maguire and Luke Shaw, so it's not that bad. It could have been worse. Definitely could have been better. If they'd started him, we might not be 2-0 behind. All right, Dalot, what's he got? Good tackle from Dalot. That's why he should have been starting. That's the first tackle I've seen from our right back today. Just took it off him beautifully. I mean, it's too bad we're 2-0 down and it's pretty much game over. Shaw down the left-hand side. I mean, Rashford's trying to get there, but nothing doing. And Harrington makes a really good defensive tackle there, the young Australian making his Hull debut. Man U mauled by the Tigers, 100%. I mean, they could win this 3-0, because, I mean, yeah. Hull keeper doing well. He has. Carrick experimenting on the first game of the season, backfire massively. Bruno's going to have to play deeper with Mano season. Yep. Yeah, they are. They're bench fodder. Yeah, Belieber's definitely not fixing this. Couldn't agree more. Are the Hull fans singing that stupid chant? Probably. They're probably singing, you're getting sacked in the morning, sacked in the morning, you're getting sacked in the morning. Sure, on the left-hand side, can they get a consolation? Can they do anything? Can they give United fans some hope? Bruno, edge of the box. He's going to go for goal because he's lost the plot and deflected out for a corner. Dalot Hall, one can only hope. Bruno owners in the bin. Hull goalkeeper on for 11 points. That's huge, man. Like, honestly, how much is their goalkeeper? Is he 4 mil, 4.5? Luke Shaw, Bruno, straight at the goalkeeper, nothing doing. That's another save. Yeah, and Mbeumo's been the best attacker we've had out there today. I couldn't agree more with that, Chase. 6 added minutes. Yeah, 6 more added minutes of pain. I mean, we could play another bloody hour and we probably aren't going to score today, I don't think. It's been pretty abysmal. I don't know how it's 6 added minutes. Actually, in fairness, there were a few players from Hull that went down with cramp and that, and they all wasted about a minute at a time as each. Tozalisk, Zarlakis, 4.5. Bruno's nothing next week. Honestly, to Ipswich, he's done. Yeah, put him in the bin. I mean, it's telling that I never looked at a Bruno draft. As soon as I saw his price, I was like, nah, not for me. And Mbeumo, out to Lacey. Puts a ball in. Oh, it's forward for Sheshko. Can he get his foot away? No, he can't. Hull clear the danger yet again. I mean, they've defended pretty well. For what it's worth, like Coventry didn't defend very well yesterday, but Hull, for what it's worth, have been very desperate when it's come to the defending today. They've actually been pretty good value. Yeah, I know. Yeah, I mean, from an FPL standpoint, like I've now had 5 players play for, 33 points. Not as good as the 3 for 31 it was this morning. I'm sorry, 5 for 34 I've now had play. No captain though, so all those Bruno captainers probably not feeling too great about it. And anyone that has a Man United defender, I'm actually equal points. Like Maguire's got 1 point, Dalot's got 1 point, Shaw's got 1 point. Like, it's not that bad. Like, yeah, I know Dalot started on the bench, got 1 point, but Maguire started and got 1 point, and Shaw started and got 1 point. So, yeah. I mean, Dalot could still get an assist here. He's got the ball. No, playing it back to Bruno. It's probably not that bad of an idea. Out to Heaven to Mbeumo. To Heaven. Manu. What are we doing? Mbeumo to Shaw. Back to Heaven. Back to Bruno. Out to Shaw. Back to Bruno. My God, we are going nowhere. How was just saying, what do you got, baby? And the answer is, we've got nothing. That's what the answer is. We've had nothing all game. Arsenal, a different base fair. 30 minutes of the new season. United got me toxic. One Viking going to be scary now for Bruno captains. Exactly. This I had no Bruno drafts as I didn't want to early bench boost. I always had too much money on the bench. Yeah. Solus and Solakis. There you go. Solakis. It's nice. I'm definitely saying that one wrong. Solus. I'm pretty sure that's how you say the other one, though. Pretty confident. Sheshko tries rising. Maguire. Can he get the ball? Yes, he can. Ah, 4 more minutes to go. 4 more minutes of inevitability here. Rashford just hopes a ball in. Sheshko rises. Kind of blocked by whoever that was from Hull. By Egan, and the goalkeeper claims yet again. 3 minutes and 45 seconds of injury time still to play out here. But it's looking pretty forlorn, and a pretty forlorn hope now. I don't see, man, and Hull win has finally come to the win. Finally, we've had enough people join the chat and get that right. I'm going to end the poll now, so congratulations if you joined late and clicked Hull. Should have said D and avoided Le Mans. 70%. I mean, the thing is that this game was always going to be that way, because that's why I didn't understand the lineup. When I saw it at the beginning of the game, I was like, why is Dalot not starting? Like, Mazraoui does not overlap. Luke Shaw does not overlap. They're not fit enough to overlap. They're not there. Whereas Dalot does. I just did not understand for the life of me why Dalot didn't start this game. Like, from an attacking perspective, it made no sense. Now Heaven looks like he's got a bit of an issue with one of his legs. Just what United need, another injury. I mean, fairness, it's probably not going to make much difference because Squad's looking pretty pathetic at the moment anyway. United or ununited? It's not soulless, guys. It's like Joeless. Okay. Yeah, put me out of my misery too. Current solution is an attempt to lump the ball into Sheshko. It's pronounced Jolielus. What? I'm getting really confused now. Carey going to be the favourite in the sacking race. I did say, I was like, I think Kanji like put up an X post like earlier on in the, like about a week ago, and he goes, "Oh, a name a wild prediction over," and he put like something along the lines of like, Chelsea to finish in the top 5. I was like, that's not a wild prediction. I was like, Michael Carrick to get sacked before Christmas. That's actually a wild prediction, but I feel like there's actually a good possibility it could happen. Oh, Dalot, he's done well there. And Mbeumo to Mainu, out to Dalot, back to Bruno. Bruno hits a ball at Maguire. Maguire gets in around the back, tries to loop one into the net, and it's miles over the bar. 65 seconds to go. Have you got a shed D unit, lad? Yeah, I do, but you won't get me in the shed. Man United have the time of my life where Man United affected my mood was about 13 years ago. Well, actually, that's a lie. It was probably closer to 10 years ago. But the last 10 years, I've just become more and more detached from their results because they're just incompetent. Because the board are just incompetent. And until that ever changes, it's never that it's like this cycle of life. We get into the Champions League, we spend no money, we end up having a crap season. We then have to spend money to get back into the Champions League, sack a new manager, blame it on the manager, cycle repeats, goes around in a circle. Literally the same thing's been happening on the hamster wheel for the last 13 years since Fergie retired. Like, that is just facts. That's what's been happening. Yep, Solskjaer 2.0, 100%. Sad times, Maguire's biggest threat, attacking threat. It's ridiculous. Treble Man United defense will be happier than Treble Man United attack defense, a lot cheaper, yeah. To be fair, HU are Nightmare of Legends. Thanks to the watch along. My pleasure, my friend. We'll probably be back at 3 p.m. if I can get the stream overlay up and running for then. Yeah, keep an eye out. If you see me go live, we're live. On that note, yeah, thank God I don't have Bruno Fernandes. What a waste of £12 million. That's all I can say about that game. I'm actually, you know what, for what it's worth, most of the game own a Man United defender, and I didn't get any points less from mine starting on the bench. That's the only consolation I can take from it. I think Maguire, Shaw, Dalot all finished on 1 point apiece. So I've got away with one there, to be fair, but I'll take it all day long. Cartel got Bruno captain all wrong. I mean, I said it. It made no sense, man. These are the games that Man United suck in, and they did. Hull fans, Carnage and Hull Knight, 5 mil per point across Man United assets. Legit. Had double Man United midfield, but didn't captain Bruno. That's lucky. Good to see Bruno blank. I agree. DCL hate watching. Morgan Gibbs love watch coming up next. Love it. I do love Morgan Gibbs. I think he's great. Yeah, Bruno captain is, I mean, yeah, if you followed my advice and didn't take Bruno, feel free to thank me. Sometimes you just know. And Bruno Fernandes historically starts like an absolute sloth. I saw nothing across the 96 minutes today to suggest anything else other than Bruno Fernandes is again going to start like an absolute sloth. No trains back to Manchester today. Bad day. One more game and then bye-bye to United players. I went rogue and had Saka captain. Sexy. Very sexy, Sean. Is Bruno the new Salah and Dusk? Yeah, I definitely called that. I said he's way overpriced. Way overpriced. Haaland's the sheep captain, not Bruno. Odegaard was the captain of the week. Yeah. Yeah. But anyways, I'm actually not too I'm disappointed, obviously, with Man United. Let's be fair. That has been abysmal and shocking. But I kind of knew it was coming. Like, that's what we do. That is the history of following Man United over the last 10 years. We suck in these type of games. Last season, I just remember, we lost to Wolves. We lost to West Ham. What happened to those teams? They're no longer in the Premier League. Hull won't be in the Premier League next season. And guess what? Man United lost to them. Yeah. The key question is, do we still target Hull, or I think United just these are the as I said, I would have been way more confident if Man United were playing like Arsenal or Man City first game of the season. The fact we're playing Hull was always concerning because we just suck in these fixtures. The players never show up. That they're so weak mentally at Man United that stems from the top. It's just a poor mentally run club. Have been cancelled also from what can I say? United players falling in price tonight. Yeah, I think Bruno 100% will be falling in price this week. £12 million for what? Yeah. I mean, the good news is not many people own Dalot, so I don't have to worry about him dropping in price. Actually, let me check that while I'm saying that. I'm pretty sure I'm right about that. Frustrating that he came on. I was hoping he was going to stay on the bench. Yeah, Dalot's owned by 2.8%. I don't think it's likely he's likely to drop, to be honest. Whereas Mbeumo, who's owned by 38.8%, and Bruno Fernandes is owned by a boatload of teams, I think it's way more likely that they drop. 11.9, yeah, nearly 50 Man United fans affected by the Man United. I'm keeping Dalot for another week, yeah. As I said, there's a reason why, like my draft, remember yesterday, so on the bench I've got Vardiol, Konza, and McGinn. Like next week, I just bench Dalot if needed, and I play Vardiol against Crystal Palace away. Like I've actually got very good bench coverage, so I'm not overly too fussed about Dalot. That's the reason why I ended up going with the squad I did. I've got 15 players any given week I can play. So unlike other people who've got assets they don't want to play on their bench, I'm actually quite comfortable bringing on any of my blokes and hoping they score. Got Dalot and Dorgu, fair. And Mbeumo and Bruno dropping for sure. I've only got Mbeumo from United though. Yeah, I think my plan was always to have Mbeumo the first 2 weeks. And if I have to wear a price drop, I'll wear a price drop because I have to sell an Arsenal player when I do my first transfer. So I'm probably going to hold everyone this week and then make 2 moves the following week. And ideally, hopefully by then we've got a bit of an update on Timber, because if we get an update on Timber, it'll be White out with Dalot or Mbeumo, whoever is, causing me the most grief. And then I'll get 2 players in. Arguably, it'll probably be a Liverpool defender and probably Phil Foden will come in for Mbeumo for that game week 3 at home game against Coventry. That's the plan anyway. Yeah. Anyways, I'm going to go for a little bit. Hopefully we'll be back in 30 minutes. I've got 30 minutes to try and get this next stream together. Hopefully I'll see you then. If I'm not, I might be a bit late because I'm still trying to get it together. Thanks for joining. Unlucky if you had Bruno captain, but I did tell you that Man United were going to suck, and I was 1 goal off the correct score, which was 1-0 to Hull. It sucks. Dalot came on for a 1-pointer, but it is what it is. At least I didn't have double Man United attack because that would have really sucked.